And we're back. Hope you guys are all doing well. Yesterday I made a video where I told you guys how much money I made in the month of November for doing some brand deals, because I had just came back from doing a little trip where I was doing a brand deal, and you guys really love that video. I love kind of being a little bit more transparent with you guys. So I thought I would make this video where I tell you guys about my biggest L money-wise, my worst investment, and break it down for you guys a little bit. So paint this picture in your head, okay? It's 2018. You have a young FaZe Blaze kid who just spent the past 3 years, a lot longer grinding YouTube videos, but really the past 3 years of his life successfully making YouTube videos, making money off of YouTube videos. I was posting a YouTube video every single day, and I had made some solid money for myself. The whole made a million making videos thing, that was before paying taxes and stuff. So, but still made some good money and had some money to play with. So I was deciding to make some investments, and during that time, FaZe was managed by some pretty terrible people, some absolute crooks. Not the current FaZe management. Current FaZe management is awesome. They're amazing, and they've done some really amazing things for everybody in the company. But the people who used to manage FaZe, in the beginning of FaZe Clan, it was just like, Tommy and Seabass, Apex, really running things, Banks and stuff like that. But as the company grew, we started to add company people, and those initial company people were terrible, and they really tried to take advantage of each and every single one of us, and really caused a lot of us some, serious trauma. But those people are out of the picture, but back then they were still in the picture. And one of the people in FaZe's management had a company, and he went around to a bunch of FaZe members, I'm not gonna say who, and he asked them to invest in the company, and he basically made a really convincing pitch. And I invested $150,000 into his company, and that money is now completely gone because he never actually invested that money. He just took the money, and yeah, now I don't even know where he is. He's not in the United States anymore, and I will probably never get that money back. And there's a lot more that I could say about that whole situation, but honestly, I think Norden wants to make a video talking about that. I don't know if he's already made a video, but I think he really wants to talk about it, and I think he should. I really think he should. I think it would bring clarity to a lot of people because, the FaZe House New York guys were all grinding their asses off, and from one moment to the next, all of us collectively kind of stopped. And, there's a reason why. So that was pretty much the biggest L that I ever took, and it sucked in the moment. It sucked really bad. It caused that decision alone, and finding out that I lost that $150,000 caused a massive depression on top of one that I was already in, and inevitably led to me pretty much going broke. When I lived in the Calabasas house, after the Newport house, there was a period of time shortly after I broke my leg where I was broke. I literally had no money. I was making I wasn't making any YouTube videos. My leg was broken, so I couldn't do any work outside of that. I was really just depressed, and I had absolutely no money. And somebody who really helped me out back then was Norden, and he really paid for pretty much everything. I mean, I couldn't even afford like food or gas or anything. Like, there were times where I had to choose between getting a meal at McDonald's or filling up my car with gas. And because of our management phase, there really weren't any resources for us, and we were really on our own, and Norden really took care of me, and he paid for a lot of my pretty much everything, and I've paid him all the money back. But there was a moment in time, where Norden was going through some stuff, and I'm not going to get into it. It's not my place, but he really needed me, and he asked to stay at my house, and I couldn't let him stay at my house because I had a roommate who was going through the exact same thing as him, and if they would have been together, it would have been fucking hell. So, I never really got to explain that to him, I guess. I hope he understands that, but fuck, I don't know why I'm shit. But yeah, that motherfucker was literally, putting food in my mouth for a long time. And it's crazy because we were, living in a multi-million-dollar house at the time too. So, everything looked like I was rich as fuck. But really, FaZe was the one paying the rent during that time. And yeah, I mean, I guess the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because everything in life is a lesson, whether it is something really good that happens or really bad that happens. And yeah, I'm just, as fucked up as this sounds, I'm thankful for all the lessons because they have brought me here. And not only have they brought me here, they have made it so that I can appreciate what I have so much more than I used to, because I used to have a lot and I didn't appreciate it at all whatsoever. I don't know why I'm being so fucking emotional right now. What the fuck, dude? Oh, man. Fucking testosterone, bro. Fuck. Shit. But yeah, that was the biggest L that I have taken so far in my life. I've taken plenty of smaller L's, but thankfully the W's heavily outweigh the L's. So we were able to move on from them, learn from them, and continue to live an awesome life and not let it fucking destroy the life that I have. But yeah, anyway, I hope, yeah, I don't know.